October 20th, 2025 meeting of the Indianola City Council order. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll, please.
Councilmember Ray?
Here.
Dalby?
Here.
Armstrong?
Here.
Beach? Here. Stones?
Present.
Lane?
Here.
Mayor Richardson?
Present. With that said, if there's anyone here for public comment, our rules generally are pretty simple. You've got about 3 minutes or so to speak on any topic you wish to talk about. We do ask that a form be filled out, but I know there's a gentleman filling out one out now for a little later here, and that's fine too. Any folks here for public comment? If not, I would ask then that we move on to the consent agenda. You would like to pull claims, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Claims are being pulled. Anything else on the consent agenda? Hearing none, I would take a motion then to approve all the items on the consent agenda, with the exception of claims, and then we'll have Jake run through those.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Jake, it's all yours.
Starting on item D, number 1, this is a resident challenging the staff's determination of a public nuisance for tall grass and weeds. The resident has stated that a waiver was received for the property, but staff nor the resident were able to provide or find that waiver, so we'll have a public hearing on that. We'll also, D2, have a resolution of public hearing. This is a resident challenging staff's determination of a public nuisance for junk and debris at the property. Item E, number 1, consideration approval of liquor license for Brightman Brown doing business as Mojo's. Their current permit expires on November 4th. E2, tobacco permits for Brew Oil. The tobacco permits for 311 North Jefferson Way, 1201 North Jefferson Way, and 2001 West 2nd Avenue. This is for a change of ownership of those facilities. Items F, G, and H are third readings for code changes to align with new state law. Item I, second reading on the ordinance for zoning. This is for a duplex townhome development at the intersection of Highway 92 and South Spruce Street. This previously used to be part of Harold's Solar Sales. Item J, related to public hearing requirements and zoning. This again would be a change to align code with new state law. Item K, resolution determining the ambulance property is surplus and authorizing sale of that property. Private value of the ambulance is estimated to be at $16,000. We were offered $20,000 in trade-in from the vendor who is providing the new ambulance, so we are recommending to go that direction of trade based on that value versus private value. Item L, resolution amending the council policy folder regarding city council rules of procedure. So this would be removing the time limit for city council meetings and removing the time limit for public comment as a whole, which is in line with the discussion at the most recent study session as we wanted to talk about changes to council policy. And then item M is a resolution approving health insurance premium holidays. Recommend a premium holiday for November and December of 2025 and January of 2026 for city and IMU staff. The current health trust fund balance is $2.5 million. The projected ending balance for this year is about $1.9 billion. Based on our policy, we would have a minimum reserve of $580,000. So even with the premium holiday, we would still be well above that reserve minimum. IMU did approve the premium holidays as presented at their October 13th meeting. Then item N is resolution approving salaries.
Hearing none, clerk call the roll, please.
Councilmember Dalby?
Aye.
Armstrong?
Aye.
Beach?
Aye.
Stones?
Aye.
Lane?
Aye.
Wade?
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. Council committee reports.
Do claims.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Let's do that other claim. How about that? Take a motion in a second on claims.
So moved.
Second. Motion and a second. Any discussion? With that, clerk call the roll, please.
Councilmember Beach?
Aye.
Stones?
Abstain.
Lane?
Aye.
Wade?
Aye.
Dalby?
Aye.
Armstrong?
Aye.
Motion carries. Now we'll do council committee reports. Anybody have any?
I just want to remind people of Wine, Witches, and Brews this Friday night on the square from 5 to 9. There are still wristband tickets available. They are required to attend, even if you want to shop the square because of the number of things that are going on and the coordination. They are $25, I don't know if I mentioned that, and you can get them online at simpletix.com or go to the Main Street page for the link. And then Home for the Holidays, the lighted parade sign-up link is active, and we would love to see you sign up, get your floats ready, and submit your entries. That is on the 22nd at 7:30 to close out the night for Home for the Holidays.
Any other council reports, I think?
Yeah, I have one. Last Monday evening, October 13th, I attended the IMU Board of Trustees meeting. Doug Scholl provided just an update with the August FY26 financial report. Chris Longer said they're waiting on some auditor numbers before they can make their adjustments. She expected to have those, I believe it was this week. Miller Electric received a bid for having the low bid on the northeast and southeast alley premise wiring modification project. The solar project that they've been working on for some time is on track for a year-end completion. They announced that they had purchased or approved the final approval they did to purchase the lot just north, I believe, of the parking lot at IMU, the office building. They will close on October 29th for that. Kurt announced that they would be taking one of their trailers out for the ICYF trick or treat evening, which was last Saturday evening. And then Justin reported from the wire department that there'd been a couple of water main breaks. He said it wasn't anything unusual. It was from drying old pipes. The valves broke on them. So he said that had filled in some of their time. Unfortunately, weather had been cooperating, obviously, so they could do those a lot easier than if we had typical weather at this time of year. I think that's about it from their meeting that was of note.
Thank you. Any other council reports? Okay, move on to community update. The Fall Fest and Open House for ages 50 and better at the IWC Indianola Wellness Campus, Tuesday from 3 to 5. You've got an opportunity to explore community resources and services, tour the facility, and maybe win some door prizes. So anybody that would like to attend, please do so. Park and Rec Commission Children's Halloween Party on the Square on October 25th, 10 a.m. to noon. Indianola Main Street event, which Melissa talked about, is Wine, Witches, and Brews, and that's Saturday. And then Friday night, October 24th, and Home for the Holidays on the 22nd, as mentioned. Volleyball semifinal match at high school on Thursday, senior night, a football game on Friday. Boys cross country won the conference, right?
Yep.
And the girls run at the district meet in Johnston on Wednesday, you said, correct?
Mhm.
Yep. And so that'll be interesting to see where we end up there. I think the boys are rated number 1 in the state, is that right?
Correct, yeah.
Great. Music Boosters Craft Show on Saturday at the Blake Field House. Trick or Treat Night is October 31st from 6 to 8. That's different than what it used to be. It used to be the night before. We've moved it to the 31st. We did so last year because I believe cold weather or something, yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Yep. And so there's a lot of things going on. Simpson Homecoming, I think I mentioned that too. There's a lot of stuff, both football and soccer, and so there's a lot of things going on. So get involved and enjoy those community activities. We'll move on then to approval of the appointment of Troy Nelson to the Civil Service Commission for a term beginning immediately and ending April 1, 2028. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Good candidate, I think. Yep,
Just thank him for stepping up. and
absolutely. We'll do
Serving.
that. We'll have a letter that goes out to him here shortly. I think this week sometime we should get there, so. With that, then clerk, go ahead and call the roll. No other comments.
Councilmember Lane?
Aye.
Ring?
Aye.
Dolby?
Aye.
Armstrong?
Aye.
Beach?
Aye.
Stones?
Aye.
Motion carries. And congratulations, Troy, and welcome to the Civil Service Commission. Moving on to public consideration,
We had a
public comment form get submitted late. I don't know if we need to back up and,
No, it's actually on this next item under old business.
well, we had
We
a
had
second
another
one.
Oh, we had a second one? Okay,
I didn't know if Mrs. Clark wanted to speak or not, but
okay. That's fine. If you, Mrs. Clark, you want to say something to us here? We'll let you do that.
Stand here. Good evening.
Hi.
I'm Carol Clark, and hopefully you can help me with my problem. I live in West Euclid Avenue, and I'm having a problem with person parking at the bottom of my driveway. And this has been going on for such a long time. I'm at the point where I just don't know what to do anymore. Back on February 7th, 2023, I went over to the people, talked to the lady, asked her if she could move her car, move the car so I'd have more room. It's been over 2 years now, still not changed. When I go down my driveway, I have to be honest, my heart is in my mouth. I have to turn to get out. Hopefully, I don't hit her. Hopefully, I never will. But like I said, I'm at the point I don't know what to do anymore. And I don't know if there's something council could help me with.
Mrs. Clark, we don't usually make comments to people that speak in public comment period of time. I noticed, I will say this, that our police chief over there is taking notes. And so maybe if you would stick around after the meeting, that he might be able to talk with you. That's what I would tell you. Okay?
Okay. Anybody have any questions or?
No.
No?
We don't question either, so, but
All right.
that'll be something we can catch up with you afterwards if we need to.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
Thank you for coming, Carol. Please do
Thank you.
stay, though.
and if any of the council wants to be brought up to, I've been emailing back and forth with Mr. Robbins, and I spoke with Mrs. Clark as well, so I can fill you in on what's happening.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Right,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on then to first consideration of an ordinance amending chapter 66 load and weight restrictions for establishing truck routes. I do need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second. Have a motion and a second. I don't know if you wanted to say anything or if you would, if as long as, are there any comments from this council here? On the changes we made?
So with this last change, we've added the Iowa from Jefferson to 15th, and then 15th from Iowa down to Highway 92.
Correct.
So everyone's aware of those changes that we talked about on the last council meeting.
I'm aware of them, don't necessarily agree with a couple of them, but it is what it is.
I was asked, go ahead, anybody else?
I was just gonna say, without putting those streets back on the truck route, we've essentially closed out the businesses in the industrial park from getting where they need to go. We had a couple of businesses come speak at public comment last time, and it would not be in our best interest to make them make a 4-mile trip out of their way to stay on the truck route. Yeah, I guess that's my opinion.
I did have a request from Justin Peterson with Vanderpool to read something that he has done here. He took 3 days from the first week of October and of our vehicles using 15th to go east. For Google, it takes an additional 6 minutes to go around from Hillcrest as opposed to us leaving our shop and going directly south. We had 120 trips through there at 6 minutes difference, which equates to 12 hours additional road time. About $1,700 in lost revenue, and that's just 3 days. So to extrapolate that out over a course of a year, making math easy, let's say 2,000 a week for 40 weeks, that's $80,000 lost just to drive around the city. And of course, then he does say that there's some environmental benefits from that as well, no exhaust, those other kinds of things. And so he said this data is using GPS on the vehicles, and that's what they use on their vehicles, so. Anything else? Hearing none, clerk call the roll, please.
Sorry. Councilmember Lane?
Aye.
Rabe?
Aye.
Dalby?
Aye.
Armstrong?
No.
Beach?
No.
Stones?
Aye.
Motion carries 4-2. Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
New business, first consideration of an ordinance amending the city code of the city of Indianola by deleting section 1704-6 on committee meetings. Do we want, well, let's go ahead and get a motion in a second on this.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, clerk call the roll, please.
Councilmember Beach?
Aye.
Stones?
Aye.
Lane?
Aye.
Rabe?
Aye.
Dalby?
Aye.
Armstrong?
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. Does anyone want to make a motion on item 8BA?
Staff had just asked that you waive the second and third readings and adopt the ordinance, so we can move forward with adopting the city council subcommittee policy.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion and a second.
There's been a lot of times where we will waive the third but not waive the second, so therefore to give, public comment, time to see the agenda and come and speak if they want. It always makes me pause a little bit if we're gonna waive the second and the third.
In the interest of the public, we're taking away a limitation was in the policy and actually providing a benefit to the public.
Yeah, normally I think I would agree with you on.
Yeah, I would
If we
too.
were putting a time limit on it, then I would be more apt to say not waive the second. But since we're taking the time limit away, I think in this instance I would be okay.
Wanted to bring where we had previously been in certain situations such as this.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there are, a lot of times after we've done something, then the public becomes aware of it.
Yep.
It's definitely a great point.
Any other comments? Clerk call the roll, please.
Councilmember Beach?
Aye.
Stones?
Aye.
Lane?
Aye.
Rabe?
Aye.
Dalby?
Aye.
Armstrong?
Motion carries 6-0. Item 8.2, resolution adopting the city council subcommittee policy. Do we have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion. Hearing none, clerk call the roll, please.
Councilmember Armstrong?
Aye.
Beach?
Aye.
Stones?
Aye.
Lane?
Aye.
Rabe?
Aye.
Dalby?
Aye.
Motion carries 6-0. City manager's report.
Yeah, want to thank Vice Construction and staff who were a little patient here over the last few weeks, but we had a great turnout with the apparatus drainage bay project, so that is now finalized, and everything went very well, so happy with that improvement. Things are draining as they should be, no more trip hazards, and things look really good, so appreciate all the work that was done there. In a bit of somber news, park restroom winterization and closure officially began today, which I think means it's officially the beginning of fall, and we know what follows fall. So let's enjoy next month or two, hopefully, before it goes away. Still have 2 director level positions open, Public Works Director. That's closing this Friday, and then we have the Police Chief position open, which is to close next Monday with review of candidates and interview processes to follow. I don't believe I heard the mayor mention this, so I wanna make sure I get it out there and apologize if this is redundant, but we do have the children's costume party this Saturday, October 25th, that's from 10 a.m. to noon. Encourage all to get out and enjoy that. There will be a number of different age categories, dog costumes, things of that nature, so another great opportunity to get in and enjoy, or get out and enjoy the Indianola Downtown Square.
Afton is still looking for volunteers if anyone is looking for something to do Saturday.
Okay, and I did mention that, but that's okay, twice as good, because
We may wanna make sure people get-
I also mentioned Melissa, so we're good. Okay, discussion action regarding future agenda items, I do have one thing I want to bring up here. Mid-Iowa, MIPA is asking us to take a look at whether or not we can have them come down and talk about creating a council on governments. And Jake, do you want to explain a little bit what council on governments are?
Yeah, to the best of my understanding, Mid-Iowa is the only region in the state that doesn't have a council of governments. The primary benefit is it does open up additional funding opportunities for us, professionalizes us a little bit more as a region. So MIPA is looking at creating that council of government. As part of that process, they've offered to come and give education opportunities to member communities and specifically their city councils. It doesn't sound like too many folks have taken them up on that to this point, but knowing that that is something that they're looking to move forward with, thought it might be a good opportunity to get them down here, have Andrew with MIPA give a quick 10-15 minute presentation, let council ask any questions they might have, share any thoughts, feedback for him as he looks to move that initiative forward.
Yeah, when I lived in eastern Iowa, we had COG, and it was very beneficial for the small community I lived in at that time. We have a council meeting on the 3rd is fairly light at this point, is that correct?
Correct, yep, the council meeting on the 3rd, which would be a regular meeting, is fairly light. We also have the study session on the 10th, which is a bit heavier. We will have a discussion on animal control, bringing back the property tax abatement discussion, and then we do have some reports, presentations on Parks and Rec. So really just wanted to gauge council's interest if we wanted to put this on the study session, which is where it would usually go, or if we'd be interested in possibly utilizing the 3rd regular meeting. Since the agenda is a little bit lighter, Andrew is flexible and open either date, so wanted to just bring that up for consideration.
Anybody have any suggestions?
I prefer the 3rd.
Would too. The other date's pretty heavy already.
You see if Andrew's available on the 3rd then?
He is, yep, he's flexible for either date, so I'll let him know that we prefer the 3rd.
Perfect. Anything? Anything else for our future items or anything else we want to discuss?
I have a question. The comp plan, when is that coming back?
Yep, we are planning a session in December, using the December study session to do a review of our compensation plan and kind of give a little bit more history and education on how that came to be, the peer communities that were used, and how it was implemented.
Perfect, thank you.
Anything else? With that, I would take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.
This is the